and welcome back to Speak English with Erica and Marco. Today, we're talking about something we all do every single day, our daily routines, from the moment you open your eyes to the moment you close them at night. I'm Erica.
And I'm Marco. Hey, Erica. How's your day going?
Honestly, Marco, I feel great. I just finished my morning coffee, so I'm full of energy.
Coffee is everything. Can I ask you something? Would you say you're a morning person?
Truthfully? No way. When my alarm rings, I feel like someone is dragging me out of a wonderful dream.
Same here. I press snooze so many times. Is that a bad habit?
You mean hitting snooze over and over? Oh, Marco, you just described half the world. That just 5 more minutes is the biggest lie we tell ourselves.
Really? So almost everyone does that?
Absolutely. I read somewhere that the average person hits snooze at least 2 or 3 times before getting up. We're all guilty.
That makes me feel better. Okay, so today is about daily routines. Why is this topic so useful?
Great question. Here's why. If you listen to the end of this episode, you'll be able to describe your daily life using natural, confident English, not textbook phrases, real English that real people actually say.
I love that, because textbook English can sound so strange and formal.
Exactly. No one wakes up and says, "I rose from my bed and proceeded to eat my morning meal."
That sounds like a robot. Okay, walk me through a real morning. What does your morning actually look like?
All right, my morning is far from perfect. The second my alarm goes off, the first thing I do is check my phone.
You mean looking at messages and social media?
Yes, and I know experts say that's one of the worst things to do first thing, but do I stop? No.
I do the same thing. So what comes next?
After my phone time, which I pretend is 5 minutes but is really 15, I get up, wash my face, and brush my teeth. And this is where it gets interesting.
Interesting. How?
I used to brush my teeth in like 30 seconds. Super fast. Then my dentist looked at me and said, "Erica, are you actually brushing or just waving hello to your teeth?"
Waving hello to your teeth. That's funny.
Mid-morning is when I do my most important work, answering emails, working on projects, or preparing for this podcast.
So you work hard behind the scenes for our listeners. They should know that.
Thank you. And here's something interesting. Most people think they work best at night, but research shows our brains are sharpest in the mid-morning, around 9 a.m. to noon.
Really? So if I have something difficult like studying English, I should do it in the morning?
Yes, not at midnight when your brain is exhausted. Your brain at midnight is like a phone with 3% battery. It's on, but barely working.
That makes so much sense. I used to study late and wonder why I forgot everything.
Exactly. Now, what about lunch, the afternoon part?
Tell me.
At lunch, I take a real break. I leave my desk, eat somewhere else, and let my brain rest. Many people eat at their desks while working. I used to do that too, and I was always tired by 2 p.m. Once I started taking a proper break, my afternoon energy improved completely.
So resting actually gives you more energy?
It sounds strange, but yes, rest recharges you like plugging in your phone for 20 minutes.
That's a great way to think about it. And afternoons?
Afternoons are for lighter tasks, replying to messages, organizing, maybe a short walk. I don't try to do creative work after 3 p.m. My brain just isn't there.
By 3 or 4, I just want a nap. Is that normal?
Very normal. Many cultures have built-in nap time. In Spain, it's a siesta. In Japan, some offices allow short naps. Science supports it. A 20-minute nap can improve your focus and mood.
Offices that let you nap. That sounds amazing.
It's not laziness, it's strategy.
Okay, I'm gonna tell my boss that my nap is a productivity tool.
Let me know how that goes. Let's move to the evening, my favorite part.
What's so special about evening?
Most people ignore their evening routine, but it's just as important as the morning. How you end your day affects the next day.
So your evening shapes your tomorrow?
Exactly. I had a friend, let's call her Sarah. She was always exhausted in the mornings, always foggy and cranky.
I know that zombie feeling.
We looked at her evening habits. She was on her phone until midnight, eating heavy snacks and sleeping with the TV on.
I might do some of those things.
Most people do. The problem is, your brain thinks the light from the screen is sunlight, so it doesn't produce melatonin, the chemical that makes you sleepy.
So your phone tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime.
Exactly. So Sarah changed. She put her phone away at 10 p.m., dimmed the lights, drank tea, and read a book for 20 minutes before bed. Within 1 week, she slept better than she had in years.
Small changes, big results.
Exactly. The phone is a wonderful tool, but a terrible bedtime partner. You wouldn't invite someone to talk loudly in your bedroom while you sleep, right?
Of course not.
That's what your phone does. It keeps your brain awake. So I do 3 things in the evening. First, I write a short list of 3 things to do tomorrow. That way, my brain doesn't run through them all night.
That's smart. Sometimes I can't sleep because I'm thinking about everything I need to do.
Writing it down tells your brain it's handled. You can relax. Second, I shower or wash my face before bed. That signals to my body that the day is over.
Like a ritual that says, okay, time to sleep.
Beautifully said. Rituals train your body and brain. Third, I read, even 10 pages. A real book, not a screen. It relaxes my mind, builds vocabulary, and makes my eyes tired in a good way.
I always fall asleep while reading. I thought that meant I was bad at reading.
No, it means it's working. Your brain is relaxing. That's exactly what you want at night.
But some people say routines are boring. They don't want the same schedule every day.
That's a great question. Routines don't kill freedom. They create freedom.
That sounds backward. How?
Imagine cooking dinner. If you know where every ingredient and every pot is, cooking is easy and fast. But if you have to search for everything every night, it's chaos. A routine is like having an organized kitchen. When your daily habits are automatic, your brain saves energy for fun, creative, spontaneous things.
That actually makes sense.
Let's imagine a listener who is a student. They wake up for class, study, go home. What can they do?
Great scenario.
Listeners, imagine this. You wake up and instead of grabbing your phone, you drink a glass of water first. Just water. Then you eat something small before class, even a banana. Not because you're very hungry, but to fuel your brain. Then, after class, instead of going straight to social media, you take a 15-minute walk. Fresh air, sunlight, movement. Your brain actually processes what you just learned during that walk.
Walking helps you remember?
Yes, it's called memory consolidation. Your brain organizes new information during light physical activity. It's like filing papers while your body walks. Then, in the evening, review your notes for just 10 minutes before bed. Sleep will help you remember it better.
Sleep helps you learn?
Your brain consolidates memories during deep sleep. Studying a little, then sleeping is more effective than studying for 4 exhausting hours.
This episode is changing my life.
That's why we're here. Let's do our vocabulary moment.
Yes, let's go.
5 phrases we use today. Number 1, set the tone. Your morning routine sets the tone for your whole day. It means the beginning influences everything else.
Like, The first goal in a soccer match sets the tone for the game.
Perfect. Number 2, wind down. I wind down before bed. It means to relax and slow down.
After work, I watch a calm show to wind down.
Exactly. Number 3, fuel. Breakfast is fuel for your brain, not just for cars.
Coffee is my fuel.
Very relatable. Number 4, counterintuitive. It means something that seems opposite to what you'd expect. Taking breaks actually makes you more productive. That's counterintuitive.
So it goes against common thinking.
Yes, you could say it's counterintuitive, but sleeping more helps you study better. Number 5, in this day and age, meaning nowadays, sitting quietly without your phone seems almost impossible in this day and age.
In this day and age, everyone has a smartphone.
Natural, real English. Great job.
So what's the main lesson today?
Your daily routine is not just a schedule. It's a system that supports your energy, focus, mood, and success. Small, consistent habits every day are more powerful than big, dramatic changes once in a while.
Small habits every day. That's the key.
And you don't need a perfect routine. You just need a consistent one. Even 3 good habits in the morning and 2 in the evening can change your life.
I feel like I need to redesign my whole day now.
Start small, one change at a time. Don't try to fix everything overnight.
That's great advice. To our listeners, we have a question. What part of your daily routine do you struggle with the most? Waking up, eating well, putting the phone down at night? Tell us in the comments.
We read them and love hearing from you around the world. And if today's episode gave you even one useful idea, please subscribe to Speak English with Erica and Marco. We're here every day with new topics, real conversations, and simple English that actually helps you.
Hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Share this with a friend who's learning English. It might change their daily routine too.
Thank you for spending part of your day with us. Keep building those good habits. Keep practicing your English. Remember, every day is a chance to do things a little better than yesterday.
Well said. That's it for today. Take care, stay consistent, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Marco, before we really go, I feel like we touched on something that needs more time.
Oh, what's that?
The biggest mistake people make when trying to build a new routine.
I'm listening, because I've tried to start good habits so many times, and I always fail after a week.
Exactly. And that's the mistake. Most people try to change everything at once. They say, starting Monday, I will wake up at 5 a.m., run 5 kilometers, meditate for an hour, eat only vegetables, and learn a new language.
That sounds like me. I made a list of 10 new habits once.
What happened?
By Wednesday, I was eating pizza in bed and watching videos until midnight.
Of course, because your brain can't handle that much change at once. Think of your willpower like a muscle. If you try to lift 100 kilograms on your first day at the gym, you'll hurt yourself. Same with habits.
So, what's the right way?
The 1 habit rule. Choose just one small habit. Do it every day for 2 weeks, only one.
Just one? That seems too easy.
That's why it works. Let me give you an example. Let's say you want to drink more water. Don't say, I will drink 8 glasses a day. Say, every morning, right after I wake up, I will drink 1 glass of water. That's it. 1 glass.
I could do that?
After 2 weeks, it becomes automatic. You don't even think about it. Then you add a second habit. Maybe after that glass of water, you stretch for 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yes, very small, almost laughably small. That's the secret.
But doesn't a 2-minute stretch feel pointless?
It's not about the stretch. It's about building the identity of someone who stretches. Once you see yourself as a person who does a small, healthy thing every day, it becomes easier to do bigger things later.
So the habit is more important than the result at first.
Exactly. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, says, "You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Your tiny daily system is what matters."
I like that. Okay, so what about people who work night shifts or have irregular schedules? Not everyone has a 9-to-5 job.
Fantastic question. Routines are not about the clock. They're about the sequence. For example, if you work at night, your morning might be 4 p.m. That's fine. You still need a wake-up routine, a wind-down routine, and consistent habits.
So it's about order, not time.
Yes, a nurse who works overnight can still have a sequence. Wake up, drink water, wash face, eat breakfast at 6 p.m., then work. Then come home and wind down without screens. The body loves predictability, no matter what the clock says.
That's a relief. I thought I was broken because I don't have a normal schedule.
Not at all. Many successful people have unusual schedules. The key is finding your own rhythm.
What about weekends? Should we follow the same routine on Saturday and Sunday?
That depends on you. Some people keep the same wake-up time every day, even weekends, because changing it by hours gives them social jet lag. Others allow a little flexibility, maybe waking up an hour later, but not 4 hours later.
I definitely sleep until noon on Sundays. Then I feel terrible on Monday morning.
That's social jet lag. Your body gets confused. Try waking up just 30 minutes later on weekends. See how you feel.
I'll try. But honestly, the hardest part for me is the phone at night. I say I'll put it down, but then I get anxious. What if I miss something?
That feeling is very real. It's called FOMO, fear of missing out. But here's a question. What are you actually missing? Nothing urgent happens between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. for most people.
That's true, but my brain doesn't believe it.
Then try a compromise. Put your phone in another room, not next to your bed. Even across the room helps. Or use grayscale mode, black and white screen. It's less stimulating.
Grayscale? How do I do that?
On most phones, it's in accessibility settings. When your screen is black and white, it becomes boring. Your brain doesn't get the same dopamine hit.
I'm going to try that tonight.
Let me know how it goes. Also, create a charging station outside your bedroom, a spot in the living room or kitchen where your phone sleeps. Your bedroom should be for sleeping and, well, you know.
Got it.
Another thing people ask about is exercise. When is the best time?
I always think morning is best, but I can never do it.
The best time is the time you will actually do. Some people love morning workouts. Others feel stronger in the afternoon. There's research that says late afternoon, around 4 p.m., is when your body temperature is highest and muscles perform best.
Really? So I'm not lazy for not running at 6 a.m.?
Not at all. You're just different. Try exercising at 4 or 5 p.m. for a week. See if you stick with it.
I will. Okay, what about food? You mentioned mindful eating earlier, but if someone is very busy, how can they eat mindfully?
Start with just one meal, breakfast or lunch. For 5 minutes, put away all distractions. Just eat. Notice the taste, the texture, the temperature. That's it.
That sounds doable.
And here's a powerful trick. Before you eat, take 3 deep breaths. That signals your nervous system to relax into rest and digest mode instead of fight or flight.
Wow, so many small things.
Small things, big results. Let me tell you a story. I had a listener email me once. She said, "Erica, I've tried everything. I'm always tired, always behind, always stressed." I asked her to track her time for 3 days. Just write down what she did every hour.
What did she find?
She discovered she was spending almost 4 hours a day on social media. Not all at once, in tiny pockets. 2 minutes here, 5 minutes there, but it added up. And after each check, she felt worse, not better.
That happens to me. I check Instagram just for a second, and then 30 minutes disappear.
Exactly. So she decided to try something radical. She deleted social media apps from her phone for 1 week. Not forever, just 1 week.
How did she survive?
She felt uncomfortable for the first 2 days. Then, on day 3, she said she felt a strange calm. She read a book, she went for a walk, she called a friend instead of liking their photos. At the end of the week, she didn't want to reinstall the apps.
So she quit entirely?
No, she went back, but with limits. She now checks social media only on her computer, once a day for 20 minutes. No phone apps.
That's discipline.
It's not discipline, It's design. She designed her environment to make bad habits hard and good habits easy. Your phone is a slot machine in your pocket. Every time you open an app, you don't know if you'll see something interesting. That randomness is addictive.
So, what can our listeners do today, right now?
3 things. First, identify your keystone habit. That's one habit that triggers other good habits. For many people, making their bed in the morning is a keystone habit. It sounds silly, but it starts the day with a small win.
I never make my bed.
Try it tomorrow. Just pull up the blanket. Takes 10 seconds. Then see how you feel.
Okay, second thing?
Second, schedule your non-negotiable rest time. Put it on your calendar like a meeting. From 9:30 to 10 p.m., no work, no screens, just winding down. Defend that time like a doctor's appointment. I can do that. Third, find an accountability partner. Tell a friend or family member what habit you're working on. Ask them to check in with you. Or join an online group. When someone else knows your goal, you're more likely to keep it.
That's true. I once told my sister I would walk every day, and she texted me every evening to ask. I didn't want to lie to her, so I walked.
See? That's the power of social accountability.
Erica, this has been so helpful. I feel like we should do a whole follow-up episode on habits.
That's a great idea. Listeners, let us know in the comments, what habit do you want to build? We'll make an episode about your most requested habit.
Yes, and if you have a success story, a routine change that worked for you, share it. You might help someone else.
Before we really go, let me leave you with one more idea. The Japanese have a concept called kaizen, continuous small improvement. You don't need to be perfect tomorrow. You just need to be 1% better than today. 1%. That's so small. But over a year, 1% better every day is 37 times better. Math. Small daily improvements compound like interest in a bank.
I love that. All right, everyone. Go be 1% better today. Drink that glass of water. Make your bed. Put your phone in another room tonight.
And come back tomorrow for another episode. We have so many topics coming. Talking about your feelings, ordering food, job interviews, travel English, and more.
Subscribe right now. Hit that bell if you can. Never miss a day.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for learning with us. You are amazing, and your English is getting better every single day.
Take care, be kind to yourself, build those small habits, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.